Welcome back to the Gaming Grounds channel. I'm your host, Action Jack, and thank you for joining me on yet another video. As you may know, if you don't know, then now you know. I only make videos for things that I think are very interesting and some ideas that I may have. Now, today's video is centered around a 3-year-old video, to be honest with you. Andre, one of my Winging It podcast mates, just reposted a video of his on Twitter going off of a video I made 3 years ago explaining or at least saying that I feel like hybrid gaming is the future of the industry, which, if you look at it, I was kind of right 3 years ago. We see Sony possibly going into handheld territory once again and possibly in a hybrid nature. The same thing with Microsoft. While I feel like Microsoft is going to be a little bit different, uh, I think it'll still be in the same realm, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I actually talk about that on another video. I might actually record that today now I'm thinking about it. But all in all, even though we are maybe 2 or 3 years off of the entire industry going the hybrid route, I feel like there is this evolutionary step that we may be missing. And that's what I want to talk about today. So we see the Switch. We saw the Switch's success. It's still currently going at this moment. And we have the successor that should be upon us next year, preferably possibly in the first quarter of next year. With that being said, we don't know what it does. We don't know what that Nintendo feature will be. And what I'm talking about today, I don't think will be the feature, but ultimately, I think would be a great idea and might actually spawn an idea for Nintendo to get back to the double screen that most of us wish was still around had the Wii U been successful. Now, what are you talking about, Jack? I am talking about marrying the hybrid form of gaming with mixed reality. And let me tell you why I felt like that is the obvious step that one should make. We look at hybrid gaming and we understand how it works and how convenient it is for the gamer, as well as how is beneficial for the business. If I told you I have this 65 plus inch TV, HDR, Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision, get 4K, VRR, all the fancy stuff that most people don't understand any damn way. If I told you that your system can take advantage of that if you dock it, that'll be great. But if I also told you, if you pull that bad boy out, you can play it on the go. It's got a decent enough battery to play the games that are already compatible with the console that you have. You don't have to do any guesswork like PC, and it functions just fine. But what if I told you there is a group of people that, while they love the game on the TV, they love the game in handheld, but there's always a life situation that takes them away from the TV that they want to stay glued to. That's where mixed reality comes in. And to give you an idea of how you can envision this currently, look at the MetaQuest 3 or the 3S. If you have Xbox Game Pass, Ultimate Game Pass, you can game on the cloud. You can also do that within the Quest. You put your screen up there, however big you want it to be. You pair your Xbox controller to said headset, and you play your games on this ginormous screen and also have your surroundings seen around you. So if you got a baby, you got kids, you have your wife, you have something on the stove, whatever case may be, you can still be attentive and still be within your surroundings, but also be within your gaming. Now, once again, you say, well, what is the point of that? I can do the same thing with my TV. If it's time for me to go to bed, or if my significant other or whomever needs me to go to bed and shut down for the day, but I need a bigger screen TV, or I just need a bigger screen because my vision may not be the best, or I don't like playing in hybrid because I have neck issues. For me currently, that is a real thing. I can't have my head tilted down that long because of the disc in my neck. I can't afford to just be tilted down like that. And as you can see, I'm visually impaired, so I want bigger screens. So with that, if I have a pair of glasses, let's say like the Meta Ray-Ban glasses, or if I have a comfortable enough headset similar to a Quest or even an Apple Vision Pro, then my reality comes true in the nature of I'm in bed, my partner's here, so I'm next to them and they feel comfortable. They're happy. And then also too, I get the screen as well as possibly some Bluetooth headphones or even just the speakers that are utilized within the Ray-Ban glasses or even on the Quest, to where I can hear and play my game with my controller. Or in this situation, with my handheld of choice that already have controllers built into it. Sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? That's where my mind went when I listened to Andre's video again, because I've bought a pair of X-Ro glasses. I have a pair of Meta Ray-Ban glasses. I have a Quest 3. So I've experienced these things and the reality of it. With the Quest, there's loopholes and things that you have to go through to be able to make this become a reality right now, to where if that is the central focus for either a third party company or these main manufacturers of Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, this could be an amazing feat. This is giving you all encompassing ways of truly playing. If I don't have the means of getting this huge TV that costs you anywhere upwards to $1,000 to $2,000, then these pair of glasses can enter in at the $200 to $300 point, because they only have one true function, to be honest with you, and that is to expand your gameplay. Or if you really want to add more to it, which I wouldn't advise because of battery limitations, but we'll get to how we can fix that later on, then we can look at the Meta Ray-Ban glasses as an example. Currently right now with those glasses, and I don't have them on right now because they're charging, but I can take pictures, I can shoot video upwards to, I think it's like 3 minutes now you can do video with the new update. I have AI there to ask any questions, and then also it has the ability for you to kind of like take a look at things, and it tells you about that thing, whatever it is that you ask about. So if I look at some food, it can tell me a recipe I can make with the device, the food that I'm looking at currently, right? So if I want those pair of glasses I can walk around with, because I have my prescription lenses in them, the regular day glasses, I can turn them on and off whenever it's time for me to game. Turn them bad boys on, take a USB type C cable, plug it into my Switch or whatever handheld device, plug it into my glasses, expand the screen out, bam, we're good. Now, when we look at Apple Vision Pro, we look at the X-Ro glasses, they do have a little device that you can plug those glasses into to not only expand your battery, but with the X-Reel, it adds functionality to kind of keep the screen in front of you stabilized, or it can be attached to you to where it moves along with you. You can make it like a little mini screen, like a PNP screen, to where if you have somebody talking to you, you just want to make the screen real small and see them in front of you, that's a possibility. But all in all, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a functionality more so for battery when it comes down to this, because all the horsepower is within the console itself anyway. So you don't need the glasses to do anything more than just be an external display, if you will. But also, if you wanted to do more without the console, then that's a nice function there where we talk about having the ability to take pictures, shoot video, have AI, and also play music through your glasses, or whatever the case may be of what you want to use it for. So I think this will be an amazing idea for those of us that like to play on TV, but there's sometimes you can't do so. For those of us that have neck issues, those of us that really want to just kind of be in your own world. And what I mean by that too, even though I'm talking about from a sense to where you can kind of see your surroundings and still be available, but still gaming on a bigger screen, what if we take it to the next step and we get into that Quest bag, to where we have environments around us? I know plenty of people that don't have the best of living situations, but for sure they're going to make sure they have their top notch gaming. We've all seen the pictures on social media to where it says all a guy need is that TV, his console, and a chair, and he's happy. And to an extent, that's very true. Like, we just need only a little bit. I remember getting my first place, and my TV was propped up on a tough box, and I had a folding chair from a card table, and that's how I gamed, because I was just now moving out on my own, and you don't need much. But what if I want to even escape that environment? What if I want to, I don't know, be within a a man cave that looks like a gaming man cave that I created, and then I'm playing my games in that nature on a big screen with that environment around me with my Bluetooth headphones in, and just enjoying where I am and shutting the rest of the world out, because I'm using it as escapism for that moment in time. Now, for some people, they use gaming to, partner with other people by playing multiplayer and playing online. But then there's those of us, such as myself, we use it as escapism. Have a long day at work, or we have a long day in life in general, and you just want to get away for a few hours just to clear your head or just to give yourself time not to think. It's a level of therapy, if you will. So if you can add to that therapy by putting me in an environment, and it has to look good, it has to be a good environment, not just okay, I'm out in outer space or you just in this colorful room. Just put me in a space of my choosing. Have that screen the size I want it, and let me play the game that I want to play in the comfort of my own space and in my own home. I think that'd be pretty dope, you know? And of course, like I said, you have the ability to turn that environment off, similar to how Quest has it too, to where you still want to be able to see things around you if you got kids running around, or you're supposed to be, responsible at that point in time, but you still want a game. It's just life of a parent. But all in all, I think that will be a great idea. I feel like that would be a great advancement, and it would even be 10 times better if it came from those companies themselves, opposed to a third party company that does not have all the means or of understanding how this console is going to be built until after it comes out. So when I speak about that, I think that's the route they should go. But of course, it takes for someone to step out on that ledge and do it first before everybody else follows through. But all in all, I think that would be a great idea. Partner that with a dock that has its own components to where it gives those of you that want the 4K 120, if it's possible, to come from your TV that you've purchased. Have the handheld that does the 1080p. I don't think there's a reason to go any higher than that, but has the 1080p and a decent battery life. And then partner that with a pair of glasses that you can wear on their own, but when you're ready to game, you plug it up, you have an external battery, plug in your console or your handheld, excuse me, and play that way in your own environment, in your own space, to truly escape from the world that you currently live in. Doesn't that sound fantastic? Doesn't that sound beautiful? It sounds good to me, and I've experienced it so far. It's just I need it to be that much more better, right? Even though that's double. I need it to be that much better. Stop saying more better. But either way, I think this is a great idea, and I think that will be the true evolution. But let's get hybrid first. Let's let Meta, Apple, Samsung figure out like this glasses situation. Once they break the mold, I'm pretty sure the rest will follow, and we'll get that idea. We'll figure it out. And this seems like a Nintendo thing, and we're already seeing laptops come with the keyboard only, like the bottom keyboard piece only, and it comes with the glasses. So you plug them into that keyboard, and the glasses are your screen, opposed to it coming with a screen. That's already a thing. So taking that and adding that to a pair of glasses or whatever, and it has to be comfortable. But I think glasses, because now you're looking at a multi-purpose function. I don't know too many things that have a singular function and that are successful. Let it be multi-purpose at this point, to where when I don't need to use it for gaming, turn them off, use them as my everyday glasses. But when I'm ready to actually play my game, turn them on, plug them in. I'm plugged in. Let's go. It doesn't have to be virtual reality for I'm moving around and doing whatever. I'm just in my zone, in my space, being able to play background music, be in that environment that I've created or someone else has created and I've downloaded, and I'm playing my game. Let me know what you think. Am I thinking too much? Am I too far in the future? Am I adding too many pieces to the puzzle for you to game comfortably? Let me know. And as always, keep it respectful down at the bottom. I've been your host, Action Jack. Thank you for joining me once again on this journey of being different or just trying to get back to the fun part of gaming. Thank you for your time. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.